Hello, I'm James Preston and welcome to another edition of Executive Corner Expert Talks, exclusive to Kalkine TV. In 2022, effective marketing, especially in the digital space, is crucial to the success of any business. ReadySet Marketing is a centralised marketing for small businesses, built for and by marketers as an all-in-one marketing platform. And to talk us through how it operates, the founder of ReadySet Marketing, Safiya Hassan, joins me live. Safiya, a very warm welcome to Kalkine.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. Good morning to you all. I hope you're all well. I'm based currently in the UK, so it's actually the evening for us. We're really excited to be on the show today.
Well, a very good evening to you personally then in that case. Safiya, first and foremost, take us through exactly how ReadySet Marketing works.
Yeah, no, definitely. So at the moment, currently, we're actually developing our MVP. So we're looking to launch this in Q1 of 2022. And essentially, we're a centralized solution for SMBs and incorporating our three key main USPs, that's integration, utilization, and resource features for our customers. And what we're actually developing is a all-in-one solution with the key features surrounding campaign management, customer engagement, and reporting. And since the pandemic, a lot of pivoting has happened in terms of businesses adapting to changes and challenges that they face. So we're looking to really create a platform and a technology solution with that end user in mind and building a solution for them that can really help them propel and grow and scale their businesses with the power of marketing. And traditionally, software has been adopted by enterprise businesses. We're really creating that solution for small business owners and really transforming that experience for them. So that's what ReadySet Marketing is.
Now that's an overview of the company itself, but you made mention there of the MVP program. Can you go through exactly what that entails?
Yeah, no, definitely. So our MVP is essentially our proof of concept, and we're actually looking to launch this in Q1 of 2022. And essentially, the key pain point that we're looking to solve for our customers is really the integration use case there, really creating a product that can integrate with their teams and with the resources that they have. And something that they can use internally within their business, but also being able to utilize that within their teams and within their function as well. And lastly, we're actually looking to really roll out this as an all-in-one platform. But for us, it's really important that we have our three key features featured within the platform, and that's campaign management, customer engagement, and reporting features.
Now, obviously, that's one aspect that quite separates ReadySet Marketing from other agencies, but how would you say you do differ from traditional agencies?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think for us, we have a key differentiating factor in terms of our proposition. Initially, my background is in consulting, so I've worked with loads of small business owners, but also startup founders, and really gotten to know the key pains and problems that customer is facing, and formulating that with technology, thinking about how we could essentially serve that customer better with the power of my consulting background, but also using that technical software to really help those businesses and those clients. So currently at the moment, the company is myself and my co-founder. So he's from a technical background, and he's responsible for pretty much our whole technical roadmap. And yes, we're looking to really formulate those two key areas together in terms of the marketing, but also the technology, and creating that all-in-one MarkTech solution.
Now, the technology is a very good point because, I mean, the world of marketing is just ever changing, especially with that rapid growth of tech and different communication platforms. So with that in mind, how do you think you help your clients achieve optimum results whilst keeping up to date with the latest marketing trends, whether it be shifts in technology or the ways that we communicate?
Yeah, no, definitely. So I believe that, the key in terms of for us, in terms of our customers and our clients, really understanding what that customer need is, really thinking about how we could actually, really get to the pain and the root problem that they're trying to face. I think as a marketer myself and my background in consulting, I think it's been key for me to really, understand my customer, understand the pain that they're experiencing, and then carving out the necessary, campaign and strategic direction from that, and also thinking about the different touch points. So the clients that I've had in my career really have been mainly around that kind of B2B SaaS startup world. So they do have similar challenges and similar concerns, but a lot of it is very much very much case by case in that sense as well. So we're looking to create a technology solution that can address loads of different pain points that customers are facing, but also not in a sense where creating a mix match solution. It's very, very bespoke in that way, but also quite innovative as well. So it's a mixture, I would probably say.
Well, you've been talking about pain points there for small businesses. I'm sure there's a lot of them, that's for sure. But what would you say the integration utilization specs are lacking within the current tech solutions space here? I think there's a bunch of shortfalls, especially when it comes to the small of the company. They might not have the resources to access some of that higher tech. Is that a gap that you're looking to fill with what you're doing here in the marketing space?
Yeah, no, definitely. Exactly that. So in terms of our the problem that we've identified here, in terms of the utilization, for example, currently businesses are pretty much unable to utilize their tech stack's full breadth of capabilities. They're investing in tools that ultimately go unused. That's a huge cash loss. That's a huge resource argument. But also B, it's a huge waste of resource as well in terms of their time and the amount of investment that they're putting into that. So our solution is pretty much cutting through that red tape. We're packaging that back to the customer in a way where it's really adoptable. That it being a SaaS solution, it will be really adoptable and really easy for them to use within their business. But also, we've got ranging different plans and different features that customers can choose and develop for themselves. And in terms of integration, currently integration integration exists. It's not something that is new, but it's quite out of reach for the SMB customer. So in terms of the current technology solutions at the moment, there aren't many that cater towards that SMB small business customer, and a lot of the current solutions are continuing to move up market. They're getting bought up by venture capital. They're growing and they're scaling themselves. So the startups that you're seeing today are growing and scaling, and they're no longer looking to serve that small business customer. So we've identified a huge gap in the market really in terms of how we can utilize that as an opportunity to create a bespoke product for that customer. And our ROI comes into that too. So there's a lot of technology out there at the moment, and it's a very open market. It's not something that's too closed off in that sense. Information is out there. There's information overload, but it's more so how can we actually create a bespoke product in terms of that being able to justify that monetary value to the customer. How can they use that for their stakeholder analysis? How can they use that within their businesses to justify marketing to their businesses and the teams within their businesses and their marketing teams? So we've really thought about the problems and the problems that I face working with these clients, but also the wider macro problems as well, and trying to service those problems.
Now, obviously, tech is quite central to what you do, but let's just sidestep that for just a little moment here. What would you say makes any marketing campaign a successful one?
Yeah, no, definitely. Good question. So, as I've said, my background is in consulting. So, I'm a consultant by trade. And when I'm working with clients, the first thing that I do is really understand their goal. What is it they're trying to achieve? And I really get into the nitty gritty and try to really understand their teams, map out and see what they're looking to achieve within their businesses too. And then the key after that is really the planning, and getting that right and knowing how you are actually going to carve out that strategic plan with that client is going to be key in you achieving that goal for them. I think there's a key in really listening to the customer. All the answers are with your customer, and you need to really be able to adapt and cater towards that customer really. So so it's mainly for me, it's understanding my customer, but also understanding the pain that they're experiencing, and then carving out a campaign or a strategy or strategic proposition for them that addresses this across platforms and touch points. And really thinking about their audience too and their market and analysing that. I think a lot of it is in the analysis and the initial planning that happens really on when working with clients.
Absolutely. Now, I'm speaking with Safiya Hassan, the founder of ReadySet Marketing. Safiya, what would you say would be the emerging marketing trends that you're seeing come through for 2022?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think marketing is, the most broadest and the fastest growing industry can put, just to kind of say that. I think this is definitely due to the nature of the customer. The customer is constantly changing, and the marketing is very much dictated by customer and consumer sentiment as well. I think what we've witnessed as a world in the last 2 years with COVID and with the pandemic, there was a huge shift and change in the way consumers were behaving and the way how businesses and how brands had to adapt to that change. I think a lot of it is predicting and will be forecasted via the customer, and that definitely is going to dictate the future of marketing and its trajectory. I think for me there are loads of different innovations at the moment. Number one, I think the metaverse, Facebook coming out with that early last year, is going to play a huge part in marketing. I think virtual reality and augmented reality is going to play a huge part in the future of marketing, but also really going to force a lot of businesses to kind of be more digital first. I think enterprise business will be really easy for them to adapt and change towards that, but I think there's a huge opportunity for small businesses to get into this space early, and to really think about how they can service their customers in this more of a digital, Web 3.0 world that might be created as a result. I think AI is going to continue to do its thing. I think AI will continue to propel and dictate industries, and as a result, I think that's definitely going to change, customer experience and just brands in general. I think brands will there'll be winners and losers, and I think definitely we will be able to really, I think us as consumers will really be able to further kind of differentiate between those winners and losers as well. So I think loads of change is welcome, I think the big tech companies, Google, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, I think they will continue to have a huge say in what happens, and in terms of marketing in general. But I think a lot of the change is going to stem from the customer and the consumer.
100%, and I really love your point as well about the metaverse. We've already seen the likes of Nike and Adidas get involved with it. So those big companies, they tend to be pretty much ahead of the game. And if small businesses and small medium enterprises want to keep up, they should probably keep across what is happening with those big conglomerates. So very good point there about the metaverse expanding and just emerging throughout 2022. And Safiya, just before I let you go, where can we find everything that ReadySet Marketing is doing? Is there social media websites? Do we have a website itself?
Yeah, no, definitely. Feel free to, we've got a website, readysetmarketing.io. Feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram. I'm sure you'll be able to easily find me on the internet. But if you're super keen, shoot me an email, Safiya@readysetmarketing.io. Been great. Thank you for having me.
No, an absolute pleasure. And look, we can certainly find you on the internet, maybe even soon on the metaverse too. So we'll keep an eye out for you all over the place. Safiya, been an absolute pleasure to chat.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your day, you guys.
I will, and you too. That's Safiya Hassan, the founder of ReadySet Marketing. If you missed any part of that interview, you can catch the whole thing on our YouTube channel, Kalkine Media, so please make sure to subscribe. That's all for now, though. I'm James Preston, reminding you to stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.